Right, so we've we've gone through the door, but we haven't turned into the cat. So um, that was sort of a weird dream sequence, I'm guessing.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
So there's the like the big library room. Are we supposed to be jumping down to that deck down there, maybe? No, we're going into this room that's full of bird cages. Let's just see if we can jump down. We go on the tree with the cat? No. Alright. So it seems like her mother and her grandma knew about the weird goings on with Molly. I imagine there were probably some weird goings on with the others as well. That's like the makeshift part of the dragon, was it? Got a statue up there. Right, let's head in here. Gotta say, I love those knitted gloves or sleeves.
Time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Okay, so she's been in here before.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
As Edith when she was young. I sit cross-legged all the time, it's so bad for you. Who's that? Mole man beneath the Finch house. Dragon kills Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dear me. So Sven. Sven's not on the family tree, is he? Am I being blind? Oh, the leaf is there. A few dates are missing. Maybe we'll get them from exploring Edie's room here. Let's have a look at the painting.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
So that's our other brother, our eldest brother, Lewis. She knew he was going to die. So maybe Edie could, maybe she had some premonitions. Maybe. Shrine sketches, lots of knitting materials. She's got a picture of each bird or animal. Bob was a snake. Oh dear me. Burpee. Lurpy, Rob. Is Rob another lizard or snake? Oh wow, handprints of all the family. Molly, Barbara, yeah, Calvin and Sam were twins. Walter, Dawn, Gus, Gregory, Lewis, Milton, and Edith. Edith's hand is massive.
The room was like a museum.
Mysteries of Death and Thereafter by Odin Finch. Oh. Joining the Great Majority. Odin Finch. That's about the beyond, right? The majority being those who've died or passed.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
500 years?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
He sailed with his house from Norway.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I love those gloves, man. I don't know why I keep bringing it up. What was that? Okay, Mole Man.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Yeah, she's probably getting paid for them.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh, is that Edie's actual name? Sam Photo Award from '69, Conspiracy Now, Weird America, The Finches, an interview with Edith, Edith Jr. Lake Trip, Sam Medal Ceremony, Molly Concepts.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
So the door's the way out, let's make sure of. Built 1937, Sven Finch. Taxidermy. Norwegian folk tales. Can't read anything else. It's all just been, it's all preserved here, isn't it?
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
I didn't mean R2, I meant Zoom. Wow, look at this Why would you have carpet in a bathroom? That's madness. Oh, this will be filthy. It's gonna squelch. Maybe not. Mirror doesn't work. Or it's been taken out. Seat in the shower.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Oh, stop. Oh. There's a secret in the bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, what? That's awesome. So we've got like a dark room here.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
So I don't know how dark this is on capture, but yeah, hunting. Memorial to Barbara. We haven't got Sven's entry. It's Kay, Sven, Sanjay, and Ingeborg, who don't have dates written on. I haven't missed any of them. Don't know if they're extras. Calvin Finch, 1950 to 1951. Couple turns land into native haven. Early work on rail link. Murder probe clues exhausted. Milton again. Yeah, same paper. Got booze here. Is this the library? No. So it's Calvin and Sam. They're the twins. Calvin was the one who died young. For Calvin. For Sam. Losing his brother at that age, man. Odin Finch National Park. There's the twins there. Enlist, join and fight. Yeah, it looked like he was maybe in the Air Force from the other pictures, didn't it? I mean, that hat though looks like more like the Navy, doesn't it? But there were planes. Captured the secret lives of war photographers. United States Marine Corps certificate of cannot tell what that says. Anyway, it was for Sam anyway, some sort of award. Yeah, the command center.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Everyone's been memorialized.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Wanted to be an astronaut.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
On the swing with a broken leg or a broken ankle.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh. I'm sorry. Do we just keep swinging? I mean, what's that on his foot? There we go.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh, come on.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
Can
But
still.
that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh dear.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
You could hear their Norwegian accent still. Not theirs, but Edie's. This is crazy, man.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Okay, so that's our way back out. Milton had found this as well.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Yeah, we're in Barbara's room. Yeah. Seattle Ballet Company presents Swan Lake, Belltown Theatre. Got a guitar, so. Gosh, she had her own little dolls made of her. Wow. The original film. It's all centered around this one film, though, isn't it? We haven't found that key that will open up the basement yet, have we? Barbara.
I thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Seattle Starlets. Favorite. Happy birthday, Barbara. Life ends before it can start, really. Dreadful
Of all the
stories.
people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh god. There's his crutches.
Scratch and imagine the worst.
Blood everywhere. Hang on. Stupid cans. Destruction.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh, but the blood might be from her dad cutting his hand though, right? Jeez, look at this stuff.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Hello? Oh, please don't do a jump scare.
Oh dear!
Sorry, dude.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
What, the crutch?
Have you seen my other crutch?
And she
Nope.
was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
The banister isn't broken there. You know how to get into the basement now. Where is he? This is Walter's room.
Are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
What?
I returned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Out the window, yeah?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Who is this? And he falls through the banister.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh God, he's going to be gone. Walk faster. Oh, come Come on.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
I don't like this. Where are you?
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara.
It's gonna be, what's his name, isn't it?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That is horrendous.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
So is that actually similar to how she died, or? Penelope's Diner.